Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get into our celebrity tarot card reading with first today. We'll be doing ARYAN KAHN. ARYAN KAHN. However you say it, I'm going to ruin it. I'll butcher it. I know I will. It's just how it is. It's just how it goes. I am no wordsmith, but I am definitely going to be reading your tarot cards. I will read the tarot cards. This is going to be for our ARYAN KAHN. His birthday is November 13th, 1997, Thursday. He is from India. He was born at 2 p.m. I'm just going to say the title of this reading is based off my intuition. I just intuitively am looking at this kid and I'm like, this kid is very unhappy. I can feel it. I can see it. And I'm excited to get into this reading to find out a little bit more here. This was a request from, where is it at? This request was requested by Alina. So thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for giving me the weekend to revamp and recuperate from whatever it is that I'm dealing with in my life. Mother's Day was a blast. So thank you for those of you who said Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day straight back at you. Even if you're not a mama, you are motherly to somebody. That's all that fucking matters. Okay, so we are dealing with Libra sun sign. His moon sign, he's in Aries. And then let's get into a little bit more about him. Apparently, he's like the up-and-coming youth of Bollywood. He is born of a legacy. So yeah, that would be quite right. If this thing would get out of my way here. I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. They're at the outreach of a commoner, and he's more than adequate if he's an elder son of Bollywood. Why does that keep clicking off? Hold on now. Okay, so born again November 12th, 1997. While you're waiting, hit subscribe, by the way. He was born in Mumbai, India. Into the birth chart, darling. For the love, these pop-ups, I don't know what's going on. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm just trying to get a birth chart here. I really don't want anything extra. So he's the son of a movie producer, G-A-U-R-I, Khan, and he's a film actor. Her name is Shahrukh Khan, and they have had a couple of roles, and he's had a couple of roles himself, so including providing and dubbing the voice of Tez in Hum, blah, 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 blah. I don't know the rest. So in 97, again, he was born. Some say his zodiac sign is a Scorpio. Some say that that's just mentally Mercury. That's where he's at. But I don't know. I honestly, I don't know here. Where's this all at? So this one's saying that he's a Scorpio sun sign, but another one was saying he was Libra sun sign. So if anybody can, comment or let me know, we can fix whatever that is, and I'll just put that on the video. So again, moon sign is in Aries. Mercury is Sagittarius. Some is saying that the Mercury is Scorpio. So again, who the fuck knows? Okay. Who the fuck knows? Because I do not. Okay. It doesn't have his birth path. Whatever. Anyway, I just wanted to get into this reading because I think it's going to be a good reading. I just had a huge hit intuitively when I was looking at this picture of him. And that's where I'm getting that mental clarity. So we're just going to get into a general reading about the celebrity, just kind of find out, where he is at in life and where he is vibe-wise. So let me write this down here. I'm going to timestamp really quickly. Okay. So here we go. We're just going to get into this reading so we can get a little bit further ahead than we are. All right, so finding out all about the celebrity, challenges that are in the past, challenges that are current, and as well as how they might feel about themselves versus how we are actually seeing him. So we just want to know like the deeper root issues of things and an outcome, of course. Maybe if, you know, he's to change his ways or whatever it is that they're doing, or, you know, alter things to make things a little bit better than just saying fuck it. Let's find out. Here we go. Again, I am doing this oracle, just catching his overall general vibe. And then we will confirm that with the tarot. All right. Okay, so there's a trapped feeling from beliefs. So beliefs here kind of keep us or help us to kind of train us to move in our current creativity or towards a creativity or towards any sort of solution within life or in general, period blank. I really believe that this belief is currently in a place where he's just kind of avoiding the beliefs or, you know, any kind of anything really certain that is kind of trapping him. He feels trapped currently. And the originality, just really trying to be in a, you know, a lighthearted space and free. And he's really trying to trust others in the unique ways that things are done in the right way. It's really hard for him to push, you know, originality in like a really strong held value way. So like he resists tradition. He is definitely resisting tradition to me currently. He's definitely in a place where he is like, you know, the originality is lacking because he doesn't want to be like morale or his beliefs or his values. He's just like, I'm good. I'm over here being good, and I don't want to deal with any of that. I don't want to have anything to do with anything that is not original. And it's almost like any kind of rules or regulations are unoriginal to him. So that is something, you know, he'd rather feel lighthearted and free, even if he's not free in, you know, whatever it is that he's really resisting. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm sorry. I'm trying to bring it all together. Okay, so intuition. Currently, there is intuition here, and in his unconscious mind, he's trying to answer problems, and he answers his problems using symbols, probably. He definitely uses his own hunch or his gut instinct, but memories help him to really listen to his intuition also. You know which BTS member loves you all the most? They love you all equally. I'll get back to BTS, but I literally have a list of requests I really got to get to, but don't worry, I won't forget about BTS, I promise. Again, that stuck feeling, like I was saying, he's just kind of feeling trapped. There's definitely a stuck feeling here because he's overly attached to some sort of a method, or overly attached to the idea that he doesn't want to be in, you know, a certain square. He does not want to be in a square. He wants to be in something that does not close in. He wants an octagon with an opening is what he wants. Okay. And the generosity he does, he gives his time, he gives his attention, and his time is a gift that he gives people. So he honestly thinks that he is so special or so thus important that his time and attention are gifts to people. I mean, that's a rad way of thinking, but I honestly think that we are all extremely special but non-special, if that makes sense. And so like I think we're all equal in that nobody's above anybody type of vibe. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay. All about this celebrity. Scorpio, honey. I got death down. 4 of Pentacles down. 6 of Cups is down. Yeah, that give and take is very off balance here. He's got a lot of closed-mindedness about him, and that is being indicated with this 4 of Pentacles in a reverse. Just kind of currently in a place where he's really learning to try and trust and be in relationships and not control whatever is going on around him. And as far as stability or romance, again, that is just, it's like he's trying to get into a place where he's okay with that, but his capabilities of feeling free, even in like a regular relationship, would feel trapped to him, if that makes sense. So it causes him misery and acceptance of any of this life cycle that's going on right now. But it's almost like no matter what, it's inevitable. Okay. Accepting a part of our life, or accepting the flow of life, if you will. But it's the acceptance that causes him such suffering. So just kind of like getting into a place of balance and really joining in on the universe and partnering up with, you know, the life cycles is impossible for this person. Okay. And upcoming, he's definitely feeling kind of the wrath of that. And he feels like nothing is supposed to feel this way. It's like nothing here is how he thought it was going to be. So he, you know, he can't move towards anything. He can't move towards any love matters. He can't get involved in anything that's unrealistic. He just feels like everything's kind of like taking on an unrealistic view. Sorry. he scared me. I was like, what the fuck? That scared the shit out of me. Okay, so, you know, it's just unrealistic for him to take on any sort of joy or love or emotion at this point. And just kind of like looking back again, this is just confirming the oracle read. Yes, intuitively, he goes off of things with hunches, his gut instinct, his heart logic, but memory, his experience, he definitely has some experience from different lifetimes. I'm feeling like he was kind of a force in whatever past life he has. I don't know why I'm feeling any of this, because I don't always feel, you know, the past life kind of pull, but I'm feeling a deep, deep past life, like lives ago. This person is dealing with a lot of shit from whatever he dealt with in those ones. Yeah, he's definitely very unrealistic. Challenge that is in the past. Hanged man, honey, upright. That's right. Welcome to Hangman Tarot. Just kidding. No, I'm not. 3 cups in reverse. All right, so a challenge that was in the past is there was a static relationship, and it was almost like he felt like he was sacrificing to be in this relationship. This could have been with a water sign, Cancer specifically. Let's get into this one over here. Taurus, earth sign. So in this old relationship, though, he felt like he had to give up a bunch of things, like the way that he thought even. He had to give up old mental habits, old physical habits, however you want to look at this. He didn't want to sacrifice it. He was bored of it. That's just how it was. And this could have been vice versa also. The other person could have been bored of him, or he was bored of the relationship he was dealing with. So whatever that means. And you would all know whoever's a fan of his. As far as kind of getting into, you know, a conclusion of things, it's almost like the moving on, it just failed. There was a failed relationship here. This was definitely something that was in the past, and there could have been a third party, which there is, and that would be the King of Pentacles. So there was a third party who came into the situation, whether he brought them in or the other person brought them in, I don't know. Okay, I'm not quite sure on that note. Could have been older, definitely been older than him. This person was really lazy, though. And they thought, you know, he thought that they would bring in a bunch of stability, but it just brought out like the non-motivation in each other. And this person could have been really greedy. They definitely could have been greedy. But I feel like the passiveness within this person, or the non-stability in this person, really probably put them more into a place where moving on was not going to happen. Okay. It was just like, this was supposed to be the beginning of something. It just kind of turned out really bad. So anything that is going on present, let's find out. We've got the Hierophant, the 5 of Cups. Those are upright. Page of Swords, upright. So for some reason, I picked these cards for him. I don't know why. I usually use these guys or my other deck, wherever that's at. It's up there. Anyway, I have like a bazillion decks. Let's be clear here, Jordan. But today I'm like, I gotta go with these big guns. I gotta get in here with the big guns. I felt like this reading was going to be intense, and it very much is. Something present here is definitely something personal beliefs. Okay, bending the rules, really trying to get out of anything traditional is something that he's very much set on doing, and he's very bummed out at how it's kind of coming out. So it's almost like there needs to be more time here to reveal some more truth. Okay, and the honesty of the situation, or whatever situation, conflict, loss, whatever situation has been brought up. It could have even been almost like a death even. It's just, I feel like an illness, or I don't even know. 5 of Cups upright is really bringing in that. Because the good intention presently was here. There, you know, he was wanting to learn how to be full of energy. He wants to learn how to communicate and be into, you know, a wild and free, and I'm happy and I'm this and I'm that. But the good intention, it's like the overconfidence of this person makes it so that the good intentions, or that youthfulness, kind of dwindles away. And that wouldn't necessarily be his fault in specific, more of his raising and more of the past lives is what I'm thinking. I just feel like there's like an intense past life situation happening. But he's, you know, he's ready to chase a dream. But again, it's just like pushing forward seems to be exhausting, or it seems to be impossible for him to get out of whatever he's underneath. And that to me feels like a past life situation or some karmic show. I'm not even sure. How does he feel about himself? Queen of Swords in reverse, the Emperor. Okay, so he feels like he definitely holds back. He knows that he can be very jealous. He's very much a jealous person, and he definitely wants to work on himself. He wants to gain, you know, some sort of control, but there's an authority here. There's a father figure that really draws in it brings security around him. Instead of him having to be a leader, it's almost like this father figure comes in and is like, I'm going to take care of this. This is what I'm going to do. And he takes care of it. He makes it stable again, okay? And it is the father energy. Emperor upraised, very much that stability is being drawn in here. And that's who he trusts. Even though I feel like he just doesn't have a lot of great luck with men in general, I feel like he's going to be a hindrance to this father figure. And again, I feel like it has a lot to do with the old lives. I don't think it has like, I think he's like, kind of like struggling with the doings of whatever it was that he did in his past lives. I'm good. How are you? I haven't seen or talked to you for a minute. I'm like, oh, I know that one. So again, he knows that he has a very huge incompetence. He knows that the leader position is never being filled by him specifically. So whenever he's working on his own self, it's actually the father figure. It's not even him. Whoever this father figure is needs to get the fuck out of the picture here. He needs to like move over to the fucking side and let this kid do what it is that he needs to do to really become an adult, okay? Because he's never going to grow up. He's short-tempered already. I mean, it's like a false sense of pride, if that makes sense. A false sense of pride, especially if your father's the one doing all the pride stuff or all of the work. He's putting on all the work. He needs to get, you know, the management of that. Give me the rewards. Okay, Four of Swords in reverse is just indicating those limits again. The limits are being just walked over, and the public sees that, okay? The public sees him, you know, really trying to be discreet about the inner searches that he does. He goes into these deep dives. He tries to be very discreet about it. But again, the world sees it, okay? And it doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. And he's really trying to take some time so it looks correct and everything on the outside looks like he's doing something specific that we want him to do, or, you know, that the God above wants him to do, or the universe. He's not at all. We definitely are seeing him in a mental clarity, almost like he's trying to get into a breakthrough or a new, you know, some sort of new idea, bring in some sort of success, bring in some sort of clarity. But we'll see. I mean, if he could expand a little bit, he would clear away a lot of the nonsense, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see. All right, likely outcome within the next month or so for this beautiful young boy who's just struggling with that soul of his. It's like his body and his mind, there definitely has a sense of something, but the soul's done some shit. The soul's done some shit. And now the soul is trapped in this body that really wants to be like in a, you know, a great space, but it's like the soul's like, girl, I got a lot of shit to do here karmically. Like, we got to learn a lot of shit first before we keep moving it forward. Okay, so upcoming, it's just indicating there's a disruption with the mother. A disruption, almost like out of touch with the mother, or his feminine energy is fucked. It's all disrupted. There's like a huge indication of some sort of feminine issue. There's a womanly issue. He has an issue with the woman role. However this resonates for him, again, I don't know them, but the growth or the change is really being like pushed back, almost like those they shove in, they all like dominoes squished in together. I don't fucking know. Harmonica. And if it were to expand, he could breathe a little. He could get into a place where he's a little more motivated. But feminine energy is fucked on him. He's got to really messed up right there. He's got to do a lot of healing. But anyway, there is some shadiness happening, almost like theft. He's sneaky. Look at this. He's running off a little bit. What is he doing? What are you doing? Girl. He cares too much about what other people think, and he's obsessed with all the information. He's obsessed with change and growth, but he can't grab it, okay? It's just almost brings in the complete opposite, and it brings a whole light onto the fact that he's shady. He's a shady person. It's almost like whatever secret comes to light here, he's going to pass the blame on to somebody else, because it's normally his dad he can pass shit off on. But it's like he's going to just keep fucking passing the blame, and he's never going to take responsibility, so he'll never change. So if his dad doesn't let him hit rock bottom, the light will shine on him. That's for fucking sure. He'll be unpopular like a motherfucker, but he will not be popular. He will not be loved by the people. He'll be unpopular. And this person has a lot of potential. I'm just reading the cards, and I'm not being biased, but that's your likely outcome, is that something's coming to light, something theft-wise. The Seven of Swords in reverse is just indicating a lot of shady shenanigans, and none of them have to do with the solution, okay? And it's not ideal for anybody, not even for him. Not for the father, not for the public. It has nothing to do with them, but they're upset about it, okay? Please go hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot if you would, please and thank you. I am getting to some more celebrity readings, so stay tuned for your celebrity. Up next on the chopping block, I believe Zayn Malik. We got Olivia, Adam, KAHN. We have Umar the First, Noah Shanoop. I don't know how to say that. Maddie, Lewis, and Josh. I did all of BTS, and then we have Timothy, Finn, and Jack. You name it. We got them coming up, okay? Everybody's coming up, and it's going to get done within the next few days here, so please be patient with Hangman Tarot, okay? Hit subscribe, share, like, and follow. Click that bell when you hit subscribe so you don't miss any of your future readings, especially the celebrity ones that you request. And if you would, please and thank you. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful Monday. See ya.